I have lived here for 88 years. My dad came here in his dad came here in 1872, and he homesteaded where I am right now. He homesteaded that place in 1912. That's the year he got married. They apparently heard that there was property out here on the Key Peninsula that was available for homesteading. Well, when you homestead, the government gives you some land, and you have to improve that property every year and somewhat make it better and better. And after about, I don't know, it's 20 years or so, you can consider it your property. So you maybe got 20 or 30 acres and for nothing, but you had to work it, which was a big job in those days. They didn't have all the equipment and everything. Everything was done by hand. And so that's how they acquired this place out here. When he was in Nebraska, he was a farmer and a builder. He could do just about anything. And so he built that building across the water here as a workshop. And it's amazing to see it still standing. And I would be very upset if somebody decided to get rid of it, because it's an antique. Mm-hmm. When they came out here, they were one of the first 4 families to live in Lakebay. He was a deckhand on 3 of these boats, and he got papers to, I don't know what the rank is on those boats right now, but he could operate the boats himself, which he did quite often. He had to operate. So 2 of the boats were a combination passenger and freighter. They hauled passengers up on the main deck, and the front half of the boat was for women. The back half was for men. Or it might have been just the opposite. But anyway, they were segregated. They never were together. Huh. So anyway, when he was a deckhand, he would tie up the boat whenever they'd come into port somewhere. And he had a neat way of tying up the boat. So when they land, there was always somebody waiting there to catch the rope when he'd throw it to him. But he never threw it to him. There was always a piling that stood up above the rest of them, so that's the one that they'd tie the boat to. Well, he decided he didn't want anybody to help him tie it up. He would lasso it like an old cowboy, and he was pretty good at it. And when they were landing in Tacoma one time, there was a crew of reporters waiting at the dock for him to come in and tie up the boat. And the one reporter said, what would happen if you missed that filing? He says, I don't know. He said, well, how do you know? He says, because I never miss. So